Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for another episode of City Skylines. Now available on Steam from Paradox Interactive and Colossal Order. I want to wish everyone a happy Easter weekend. Hope your weekend is going well so far as we record this or broadcast it hopefully on Saturday night. And so with that, let's get back to Evansville, shall we? I think we shall. That right there. Almost forgot. There we go. Cool. All right, let's see how the picture's looking. Hello, Lee. Happy Easter weekend. And just let me know, guys, if this thing cuts out, goes sideways on us, we're doing what we can. I'm praying my computer decided to work and maybe just took a couple days off. It got tired of streaming every day or whatever. And so we'll see. So let me know if I start sounding funny, it starts lagging or whatever. I have the broadcast up on my laptop. PC's been problematic, so let me know how the sound quality is or if there's any issues or whatever as we go forward. So, hey, look here, Evansville. That looks pretty cool, but looks a little different there, A-Train. You're right. I told you during the last episode that I was going to do some work on the roads. Particularly, you know how we spent a lot of time last time making this stuff look cool and neat in a neat and cool sort of way? Well, I went back and did some more work to make it look better. And because I'd learned a couple things along the way. So, yeah, I think they look better. And, you know, let me actually check something here with the El Clico Prithdu. Yeah, that's actually fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So what I've got here is the TPME Traffic Manager President Edition. And I've got it set up to run lanes straight through. I'm trying to, you know, configure this so that you can hear dogs barking. That's good. Dogs are barking in the background. Very good. The game music. Yeah. Yep. You can hear the game music. Hopefully it's not overwhelming me. If it is, let me know. It shouldn't be. But I can actually turn down the game audio slightly. So I want you guys to be able to hear what's going on in the game, though. I thought I have the music down pretty low. Anyway, you can see how it sets up that you can make the lanes go straight through. And you can set it up so the AI, when it comes to these points in the nodes, each of these is a node in the roadway. And that's a decision point for the AI. How do I get to where I'm going? So in this case, like on our right here, as we're going northbound on Broadway, if the AI says, I'm heading for the highway, they can be in the right lane or the left lane. Either way, they're going to be trapped in that lane going forward. Okay? We don't let them change it up. But this is the decision point. If they're going into town, say they're coming in off of Avenue C or D, and they want to get to Main Street, then it's got to be in the right lane to exit to get into town, right? Well, that decision point then occurs at the previous node, which is going to be, if I don't turn it off, I turned it off. That was dumb. There. This is the decision point. Right? So if you don't specify straight through or a particular option, the game can do crisscross applesauce, whatever it wants to do. And to try to improve the realism of how the AI acts, that's why I set this up the way I did. Is this runs it out, they hold their lanes. I mean, at this point they could actually switch over, but I kind of hold them in the acceleration lane until they get up to speed. And then, you know, vehicles in this second lane, which is the right lane as they're coming southbound on Broadway, they can actually kick over to get out of the way. I just don't want anyone making like high-speed maneuvers. Sometimes you'll see the vehicles on here like this top-heavy donut truck or ice cream truck, whatever that is. They'll make a lane change at high speed, and it looks funny because the thing will look like it's going to tip over. It's like, oh, no! So it's goofy like that. Anyway, I went up and did this area up here at the main intersection to make it look pretty. Reset the speed limits and well, hold please. A-Train. That's a whole bunch of extra stuff there. It wasn't there before. Yes. So I redid part of this. Remember how I said this was really obscenely long, the enter and exit lanes? I redid those, so those look a little neater. Learned some things about, oh, I see a problem that if there was a problem, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while DJ revolves it. All right, check it out. We're going to use, this is the node controller. All right, see how this one's all stretched out? We're going to click this one. And watch this. We're going to click this deal right here. Check it out. Boom. Kind of straightens it out. A-Train just made it look goofy. Yes, it did. I know how to fix it. So stand by. So we're going to back that ace up, back this ace up. All right, so they're kind of like parallel with each other. And we're going to stretch this one out a little bit to there-ish. All right. So now, how do you fix this? That's a great question. I have an answer. So now, this is a different mod. This is the intersection marking tool. Okay. So we're going to select that, and then we're going to select this node. Now notice the node is all stretched out. But see how there's lines? All right. These are all the different lines that you've already created. So you can just go into this list and then click on it and edit it if you want to change it from dash to solid or back or forth or whatever. Likewise, fillers. Hey, look here. We've got filler. Boom. Let's click on that. Now we can go straight into it. We didn't have to goof around looking for it. See how it says chevron? Change that to stripes. Boom. Confetti. Oh, hey. Oh, wait. Still doesn't look right. How can we make this look a little... Nope, that's the wrong way. Aha, we're scrolling with the mouse wheel. And that looks about right, huh? 3.3, 3.4, 3.33, you think maybe? That looks maybe there? Yeah. Well, that's how you adjust it. Just like that. You can make the stripes wider and narrower too with this, right? With the scroll wheel. See how they get narrower? And then they get wider. Huh? Cool, huh? Also, I figured out part of our issue with the lines. Like, hey, you know what? I said, hey, what the heck was that? That's supposed to be 5.5. 3.5 or 5.5, I think. Nope, that's not it, clearly. Let's go back down to 1 point whatever it's supposed to be. No, it's not supposed to be that. That looks good. All right, cool. Let's switch over to this node. I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna switch this one. Let's spin us right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round. Oh, you know what? In fact, let's just go here, because this one didn't have stripes. I apparently skipped this one. All right, so it says there's no lines in the intersection, so we're gonna click on this dot and click on this dot, and it's gonna put a line there. Now, dash is default. We're just gonna switch that to solid, as I put my fist up in the air. This one's gonna be dashed. All right, so we're good there. And we're gonna do this one, and we're gonna change it to solid. All right, now, a couple more things we can do here. Notice they're off just slightly where they're at their intersection point. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, actually we're gonna do one other thing first. Notice they're thicker. See how the line is thinner down here? And I ain't saying she's a lot thicker, but have you seen the way she eats a Snicker? So we're gonna click on this and make that 0.1. And then this one over here, if we look here, see that's the dash line. We just click on that. And we're going to go here, there, and boom, confetti. Now it's down to about the same size. So here we're going to mouse over this point. We're going to hit the control button and hold it. And we're going to shift that over. See, it shows the window within which we can... We're not going to do that. We're going to line it up just like that. Boom. And here we're going to do the same thing. Now, I wouldn't fuss too much about these being perfect because, especially if you've seen kind of funny videos, the people who paint lines sometimes may not be the brightest bulbs on the Christmas tree. All right, but there. Now we got it straight. All right, pretty. Yay. Oh, shoot, we got something right here too. Dang it. I missed another one. Let's fix it. All right, so we're going to click here. We're going to do this one to here, and it's dashed, so we're going to change that to solid. I think there's something where you hit... A video I was watching, a guy said you hit Shift H or something, and it goes to solid automatically. I missed the memo on that. Now, see how this looks a little bit goofy? What I'm going to do is switch to the node controller. We're going to stretch it out just a little bit because it's causing a little bit of an issue here. Let's back this part up to like there, and back this part up to like there. Okay. And that helps the lines a little bit. Now we can switch back over to line. Okay. Switch on the node controller. Pick the top one. All right. And then we're going to press control and kind of just shift it just a little bit. See, it's coming. It's still running a little goofy because the node's running a little long. We're not going to fret about it too much. All right. So, and they're showing the two ends of it. Right. So we go to lines, and then we can do that, and then we can go over. We can just click on this line, I think. No, maybe, no, no. All right, we'll hit enter, or hit escape, because there's escape. All right, here we're just going to change this one over to 0.1 point. All right, that'll do. Okay, cool. And then I put some markings like in the intersections and stuff, like for turn lanes, to kind of tell people, hey, look, stay in your lane, fool. All right, that's kind of what that's all about. So again, so here's something here, and I backed the sidewalks up a little bit. There's a whole bunch of stuff here. Let's look at this line here. All right, this one, we're going to drop it down to 0.1. All right. You guys want to know how bad I wanted to stream tonight? I paused Top Gun Maverick for you guys. And right at the point where he's checking out of Penny's house and the daughter sees him. And so we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the movie. All right, so there's that one, right? And so let's go to lines, and then we can just kind of scroll on the list. There's that line, and then we can drop that down to 0.1. Boom. Now it looks pretty. See what I'm saying? Those are the kind of adjustments you can make. I could probably adjust this to where these two kind of V together and whatever, but that's okay. And I actually have the guides set up that way in TPME or TMPE. See? So the vehicles don't turn from this right lane and then cut across this left lane like idiots do in real life, because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to turn into the lane immediately adjacent to the one you're in. And then this looks kind of funny, but that's okay. The game understands. So we can just take this here, and now here, see, now what you can do is, we're going to, hang on. We're Control S. Nope. Click on the node, Control S. Okay? And see, it set it up to go straight through. Now down here, we're going to right click, then we're going to click this node, and we're going to select that. So they only go in the right lane. This guy or gal can switch lanes, and then this one needs to stay straight through. And then at the next node, they can change lanes or whatever. All right? Kind of the same thing over here. Did I drop it off? Yep, I did. Right here, I want them going straight through. I want them going straight through or exiting. Make up my mind. And then I don't want them changing lanes at this point, so we'll click on it and hit Control S. Boom. That helps guide the AI so that, you know, they can make a decision, but they can make that decision anywhere along the way here. Like here, they're going to be coming on and they're going to run straight through, and then they can change lanes at any node along this section until they get to here. By that point, they should have figured it out. And if they don't, well, screw you, hippie. All right, let's talk about what else I did while I was goofing around, because I was trying to make sure the computer was still working. Yeah, no, it's been a rough couple of days, guys, with my disk maxed out 100%. And I was like, what in the hell is the problem here? Tell me this is not a oh, it's a historical building. Busy corner shop. That's not good. I don't know if that'll tear down. So let's turn off historical building, and let's bulldoze it. Make people happy. Let's bulldoze it. Oh, see? Now, see. Oh, wait, no, that's Wendy's. No, you can't. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. I downloaded a few new assets, and guess what one of them was? Wendy's. Man. I've had 2 Wendy's close to me closed, too. That's like, if I have an option of McDonald's, Wendy's, or Burger King, I'm going with Wendy's. In part because I like their spicy chicken sandwich. But I always felt like Wendy's was just better. I like Burger King number 2, and especially for breakfast and macaroni roll. All right, we gotta destroy it. That upsets me. I'm trying to preserve some buildings. Now, this here, this marketplace, if we get lucky, we'll get one of these to spawn in. I pulled one up that's a CVS pharmacy, which is legit. We have those in real life. So, all right. So some changes I made. Let's go through that. You got like alleys and stuff, A-Train. Hey, guess what? They also say alley. Not like Ally McBeal. No, like alley. All right. Pretty cool, huh? All right. So what this did was it took 2 squares away. This is 8 tiles wide between these streets. And it took away the center 2 tiles, which means it downsized the depth of all these houses to 3 tiles. Now, I'm okay with that. That's kind of cool, and it gets rid of some of that goofy Euro trash that was going on. We still have a little bit of it. Like this right here. It looks like it belongs in Switzerland. Not here, but that's okay. The other thing I did in putting in the alleys was I had to make sure to use this deal right here, zoning adjuster. This allows you to turn the zones on and off on the street. Like this nickel plate right away, if I right click, the zones turn off, right? So if you have 2 streets adjacent to each other, like right here at Iron Horse Drive and Nickel Plate Street, if I don't want businesses to build here, but I want them to build here, I go here, right click, and boom. They'll build here, but they won't build here. All right, and then I can left click and turn it back on. I can right click and turn that off. Pretty cool, huh? It's a cool mod. I like it. All right, so that's how that works. So like right here, we don't want anybody building there, or there, or there. And for some reason I've got highway there. We don't want people building there either. We don't want people building here. Now this is off of here. Okay, that might be off of there. I want these houses facing First Street. So over here, same thing. This is the nickel plate right away. I don't want anybody building there. See? So that's how you turn all that off. Wabash right away. I don't want anybody building there. And you see the squares disappearing as I do that. Okay. I could do the same thing here along First Street because I want the houses facing Avenue A or Main Street. What we did was we widened all the avenues are the east-west roads. Okay? They're now all 4 lanes with sidewalks, no parking allowed. Right? So that's a base game road. All right? So Main Street is 4 lanes, Railroad Street is 4 lanes. Okay? Wabash right-of-way is now a gravel alley that runs all the way down, and it stops just short of 7th Street. So it goes from 1st Street to basically 6th Street. I've set the speed limit on all the alleys using TPME, the speed limit adjuster right here. It's set to 10 miles an hour. That's to help deter traffic from taking that route. Now, we're going to make an adjustment here. I want to adjust these to 30. And every intersection creates an issue where you have to do this, but to me, it's more realistic. All right, so we'll do 30 miles an hour on all the streets, and it's 35 on the avenues, except here. Yeah, 35 on 7th Street. Why 7th Street? I'm trying to why 7th Street is special. Because it is. Because it's the next major thoroughfare. See, I did actually get the other side of the tracks. First Street goes under, and we may change that because we figured the Broadway North will go across the tracks over top. Broadway North and South will go over the tracks. First Street, we're going to say, went under the tracks. So back in the day, once the Norfolk and Western built this new right-of-way, after they bought the Wabash, which this was train tracks before, and the nickel plate, this was train tracks before, and will be again, as you can see. Have a spur heading that direction. The Wabash, the Norfolk and Western, part of today's Norfolk Southern, bought the Wabash Railroad and bought the Nickel Plate Railroad. Okay, so then Norfolk and Western and Southern Railway merged and formed today's Norfolk Southern. All right, so this is now the Norfolk Southern right-of-way, former Norfolk and Western. They built that to kind of get around town, all right, back in the day when they made the changes. Okay, that's the plan. All right, we're in a little bit of a hold here. I'm not going to do. Oh, I see what it's doing. It's packing and sending to the cloud. It's doing an autosave. Okay, cool. All right, good. That's oof. Okay. God, he's like, oh, don't do that. All right. So all the housing got changed from 4 tiles deep to 3 tiles deep down here. All right. We had what in the hell? Oh, jumped on for the Bob Ross jump. I don't want that. Hang on. All right. Hey, Nick Huff, yo. How are you? Happy Easter weekend to you. All right. So the other thing I did was all the streets from 1st through 6th are one way. We talked about this last episode too. I did a whole bunch of this stuff. It took like 2.5 hours today to goof around, and I made a couple mistakes, so I had to go back and redo stuff, and it's no big deal. But you guys didn't have to deal with it. All right? 1st Street, 3rd Street, 5th Street are all one-way southbound. We are looking south towards the river. All right? 1, 3, 5, odd streets are southbound. 2, 4, and 6, even streets are northbound. Now that I think about that, that goofs this up. If this is 8th Street, so we're gonna change this. This ain't gonna be 8th Street. We're gonna change this. And turn this stuff off. This is not gonna be College Street. This is going to be. Oh, you guys come up with a name for me. Now, this is a university. So I'm acting like this is a local, like, community college. All right? We've got a high school across the street. We've got the public library. Now we've got community college. And then we've got the graveyard. Wait, that seems weird, right? But you'll see how that's going to work out here in a minute. Point is, I need to change 8th Street. This needs to be College. College Street. Okay, so we're going to change that to College Street. But then that means we need to change this. This doesn't need to be College Street. This could be something different. Thank you. Glad you think so. You know what? Nick. You just got your street, buddy. Thanks for being part of the A team. All right, so Nicholas Street runs next to the college. All right. So this is Evansville Community College. We're going to actually rename that. There, cool. All right, so that's Evansville Community College. With the idea, again, this town is loosely and basically in name and some of the railroad stuff that I'm making up, but also geographically based on Evansville, Indiana. All right, we talked about this in earlier episodes and whatever. It actually was a river town, may have been a trading post, but it's on the Ohio River. This represents the Ohio River, and the actual layout of the river, if you look up Evansville, Indiana on a map or on like Google Maps, you'll see it does this kind of deal right at that point. Evansville, Indiana is the second largest city in the state of Indiana and is the home of Southwest Indiana State University, which it's college town. So that's why we've got a college here in part, but we've got to get some people trained because not only do these people, they're lacking workers, but these are lacking educated workers. So we're trying to get those numbers up with the community college now. I also added, we had our one elementary school, which I've renamed for a educated friend of mine. And then I've got a second elementary school, which we've named after either George Washington Carver or George Washington or whatever. All right, so we got another one. Okay, all right. If the background noise is loud, then I need to fix that. So let me just go into options, audio, main volume 25%. Let's drop it down to 20%. Music volume is 10%. Ambient volume is 30%. So we'll leave that there. Hopefully that'll make it more better for you guys. Okay. So we have Evansville High School over here. So now we have Evansville Community College, right? We added two more elementary schools. Yes, I built residential neighborhood over here. I've laid out a bunch because, look, we need a bunch of people. And we're 3,400 people. This is even with the reduction in the size of the housing. All right? The town is blowing up. We've added some more commercial through the middle here. And added this residential area. And then to serve it, we've added a high-capacity elementary school named after Betsy Ross. So you can figure that one out. Yes, all the alleys are called alleys. So we got First Street. And again, from the highway towards the river, that's southbound. 1, 3, and 5 are southbound one way. 2, 4, and 6 are northbound one way. 7th Street is two-way. Okay. Now, Nicholas. Nope. Wait, that went sideways on me. Hang on a second. That's going to be College Street, which would have been 8th. But I want 8th Street to be one-way westbound. So we're going to say there was a little bit of a change there. Maybe not. No, we're going to go with College Street. You know what? We're going to... Oh, no, we're not going to do that one. Hang on. We're going to use UI, and we're going to use the nose picker tool. I'm going to click on this. It's going to give us the road that we used here. I'm just going to run this down here and keep that one way. Downbound. All right. Okay. And then we can click on this and then drag it all the way down. So it's going to be College Street. So 8th Street became College Street. So we'll have an 8th Street over here. And then it's College over here. But it's going to be one way westbound at that point. Why isn't one way westbound here at A-Train? You know something? It's one way this way, actually, because it's supposed to be. I know that breaks. You know what? No, we're going to change that. We're going to make it, we're going to keep it so that the odds are one way, the evens are the other way. Because otherwise this throws that all into confusion and chaos. We don't want Captain Chaos. We do not want that. All right, turn that off. Let's pull the road. Road? Do I have the right road? I think I have the right road. There we go. So now I turn on the exclamation point. That's how you replace stuff. And I'm just right clicking there. All right. So what I wanted to do was make sure to create this road through here. And I wanted there to be service off the backside of the school and there be parking associated. There's parking here, and that's part of the asset. But I also created additional parking here. All right. And so I wanted to make sure we had that all covered. And so, yeah, the idea is people can pull into park here. They can pull into park here. I just wanted to keep the traffic flow around the school kind of straightforward. I want it to be really goofy like that. Now, here's something I can do with... How'd that pop out of there? What is doing there? Zoning adjuster, yeah. I don't know why that came out of here. Whatever. Let's go in the node thing. I'm going to click on this, and we'll make sure we're squared up. It's square. And we're going to pull this back to 12. Why 12 A-Train? Because it just looks better. And it seems to be a pretty good number. Well, it may just be 12.1 then. Because it's being a pain in my bootay. Bootay. Okay, cool. And we'll just pull it back just a little bit on each side. There's a way to expand this all together. I get to figure it out. That's 12. Okay, cool. So, yeah, so here's one way westbound. And I guess it's going to terminate at Avenue A. And then maybe we'll have it restart at Stevens or something. We'll figure that out later. That's not a big deal. What we wanted to do is make sure we get people educated. So, yeah, that's the whole point of that. All right. So, we have alleys set up. We have one-way streets set up. They're all pretty. People are really happy. See, we got big smiles. Big smiles. We're up to 3,500 people. The city's moving well. We put in... Well, we have not put in yet, but we're going to put in like another fire station over here or something, maybe a clinic. That's a good idea. Let's put in a medical clinic. That's a medical clinic. Let's put the medical clinic in here somewhere. Oh, look, it's too deep to go under the deal there. Well, you know what? We are going to fix that by... there's so little room for prisons. You know what? You got to think of prisons. You need to chill out. We could put us a hospital in town. We could put, now we're going to put a medical clinic here. Okay, we're going to have it facing this street, the side street. And then we're going to put in a fire station as well. And we're going to put that facing the main street. That gives it, you know, access this way. That makes sense? All right. And then we can actually, Dean Road, which just went sideways on me. Let's go to picker, grab that. Gives us this, but we got to switch to this. And we're just going to run that to there. Okay. Now, there's not a lot there. Let's go here. And there's not a lot of parking. So let's create a little bit of parking here. Ah, we need to get rid of that end of that road. Because this is, again, 3 tiles deep, right? And these are 4 tiles deep. So that creates park space, okay? Now, with that like that, go back to here, and then we can do this. Done. And then we need to get up. Dean Road needs to be an alley. Cool. All right, so that changes. Everything is an alley. If it's not a street name, it's an alley. All right. So now that takes care of that. And then one more thing I think we want to do is we're going to put a cemetery over on this side of town. That's going to be under healthcare, and it would fit like right over here, which would be super cool. It's 7th. I think that's a primo intersection, but we're going to back it off the intersection a little bit. And I think we'll put it there. Now it's going to complain that it doesn't have water or something. That's got water, it doesn't have electricity. So we're going to get electricity to it. How are you going to do that, A-Train? Like this. Build houses that way. Now we're not going to fill in with that. We're going to do this right here. So we're going to do like one there and one there on Shannon Avenue. Now, as soon as these houses pop, it should. Now, see, that took care of the power issue right there. Okay. I'm hoping, I didn't think of that. That's okay. Not a big deal, but, and to see, I put additional parking lot out back at the elementary school here. So I feel like parking is something that's kind of not regarded very well in this game. So I really want to make sure the houses face the streets, not the avenues. So I'm right clicking. I know you can't see anything going on here except me moving the mouse and the colors. But that's the point is, now watch. If I right click here, see how that goes away? I'm going to left click and make it go back. We'll figure that out later. So let's turn that back off. And you can hear stuff pinging and going up. Hear the sound? You'll hear a little ding. And then you'll see it upgrade. That's what that is. They're upgrading because now they've got fire service and they've got something else just pinged. Usually something appears over top of it. And then you start seeing the stuff, the animation happen. All right, so yes, we need more residential. We're going to leave that space open next to the fire station for now. Build this. And let's fill in over here, Stevens Avenue. I want to make sure. Hello? Hello? Right click, right click, right click, right click, right click. Yep, yep. All right, so now everything should build facing the streets, not the avenues. The avenues are just, they're designed to get you across town. Oh, wait. One thing. Let's do that. That. I'm not doing the ones at the very end. We'll put some trees there or something. And then there. Cool. All right, now notice our residential is coming down, and it's coming down with a purpose. It's coming down quick. So we do need some commercial. So we're going to put some commercial over here on the corner of Shannon and 7th. That'll give these people some places to go. People see things to do. Now, see here how this is kind of goofy? I really don't want anything right here. So we're going to go back into the zoning adjuster. We're going to right-click this, probably right-click that. So now we know these buildings will face First Street and not Shannon Avenue. Shannon Avenue, the avenues are a little higher speed. They're two-way. They're designed to get you across town, right? Streets get you up and down town. Make sense? All right, cool. We are almost 4,000 people, and that's awesome sauce. We can actually put some, ooh, that's not good. What is wrong with you? The quicker you bulldoze something, the sooner it will redevelop into something better, hopefully. All right, so we're going to put that there, put that there, do that there. This here. I don't know which way these are going to develop. But there. Why you got those little tiles there, A-Train? It's a great question. Future use. 7th Street, Main Street is basically main crossroads of downtown here. All right, now there's a light, which means pedestrians can cross at the light, and I'm good with that. But what eventually I'm going to do, and I feel like it's premature to do it at this point, but just to give you a quick preview of what I'm going to do, is we're going to go into the paths. We're going to go 1, 2, whoa, not that much. 1, 2, 3. See? We're going to build overhead walkways, right? And 3 tiles is the minimum you need to make the steepness so it doesn't get too steep. So whatever this is upgrading. Whatever this is upgrading. Whatever this is upgrading. There, happy, happy, happy. And now we're back to needing more residential. Huh, funny how that works. All right, so let's zone a bunch more residential. All right. So we're going to do here, here, and we're going to sit on that for a second. Now notice, here at First and Shannon, Shannon goes under the highway. So, here was the thought process on this. This was an old street. Remember, the highway always came later, right? So, maybe that was originally just a road. And then at some point, they upgraded it to highway. And so the thought process there is that Shannon was there and existed before they built and widened Broadway and turned it into a higher speed way to get into town, right? So then they just bridged over top of Shannon. Toaster? Wait, is that art? Am I seeing anything? What is that? Yeah, it is not. There's some schmutz on my laptop screen. I couldn't tell that was an R. Toaster Gaming, hello, welcome aboard, howdy, howdy, and happy Easter weekend to you. Wow, okay. We need more housing. Toaster shows up, we need more housing. Toaster needs a house. So, Toaster, pick you a house over here, maybe off of Stevens and 2nd or 1st between Stevens and Shannon. There you go. Lots of housing available. Great. Now notice we do have some demand for commercial. So we're actually going to throw that here. Throw a little commercial in here, and maybe here, and maybe across the street from the elementary school. Now, I'm going to try to control it. See how it built? Now I'm going to build another one that's like small as well. You see how I did that? Okay. You can control it. Sometimes, like this built 4x4. We gave it 4x4 to build, and it built 4x4. So did this one. These built in the 4x. Now it's building smaller here, right? Does that make sense? If you give it the space, then it may take advantage of that and build it, okay? All right. Whew, boy, look at this. We just have, oh man, this town's blowing up. What do you say we put a park in here? We want a new prison as opposed to the old prison that we don't have? Knucklehead, shut up. All right. So you notice something I did here is I cut the alley short of some of the avenues They intersect because you want to be able to pull out of the back of your house and get to something, right? You know, they intersect at Lawrence and at Marburger, okay? But I've got them with stop signs, I think. Yield signs. I got them with yield signs. Okay, close enough. The right-of-ways are the avenues, okay? Except 1st and 7th. Those are priorities, all right? All right, so let's consider a park, shall we? I think we shall. There's dog park. Dog parks are always good. This is a large playground, but this is huge. Oh, that's not as big as I thought it was. Oh. We could put a large park in here, and that would make people happy, happy, happy. But you know what? There's probably other things that we could put in here, too. We got a couple of medical clinics. We don't have, like, a hospital. We could use a hospital somewhere, probably closer to Railroad or Main Street. You know what? A-Train. Hey, scope creep. You're, like, continuing to talk and build the city, but the whole point of this exercise was supposed to be to establish some mass transit, wasn't it? Why, yes, viewer, you're absolutely correct. So let's get on that. So I've laid tracks there and there for future rail use. Okay? Or those just maybe old tracks. So we need a bus depot. I think West Railroad Street's going to be a good place to put a bus depot. So let's put a bus depot. We're going to use the biofuel bus depots. There's fancy ones, compact bus station, hub for bus lines. Oh, yeah. This one they actually drive through. And then there's a bus station, which they drive through. And then there's like a intercity bus station. And yeah, blah, 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 blah. We're not there yet. We're going to use the biofuel bus depot as opposed to the regular bus depot. So we're going to take this. We're going to set this up right here. Boom. Yay. People are happy. Now, this lights up because now we can set up routes. And now we're making money. We got enough people. We're starting to make money now. All the taxes are set at 12%, by the way, in case you were wondering. Okay. So here's how this is going to work. I have a plan. We've got commercial businesses that are pooping out on us, probably because they don't have enough people. That's probably the reason. So let's, again, add more residential. We want to make sure we have enough people to do the jobs. So we're going to avoid that space right now. I'm just going to fill this space right now. Let's do this, and let's save that corner space. Notice it's dropping off, and it's dropping off at a precipitous rate. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Let's do this. And then it's wanting commercial. Yep, I see that, right? 7th Street, we're going to build commercial on. Ah, wait, hold please. I have an idea. Put in a parking lot. Put in a parking lot. Boom. See, that makes people happy. All right, so here's the church set up here, and it looks like the church is facing this direction. So we're going to put that parking lot there, and that's going to be for use of the cemetery. Okay? So now residential has fallen off, and commercial's picked up. So we're going to put in some commercial here. Put in commercial there. I feel like... You know what? We can deal with that later. Just fill it. Wait. We don't need a ton. Hang on. The stuff's still popping. And if other stuff would tear down, we actually wouldn't have to deal with it. Or we can just do the deed ourselves. See how we've got the master idiot alerts? These buildings are waiting to just be taken down. So we can accelerate that process. Oh, historical building. Yep, you're out of here. I don't care. You can be get hysterical about being historical. But all right, there we go. So now commercial's coming up. All right. Here's another thing we're going to do is maybe add a little commercial over here. put this here. And then go back to, not landscape, parks. This. Put that there. Boom. Alright. Coolio. Alright, I want to check. I put in an incinerator plant. Did I put in an incinerator? Wait, that's what this is, right? No, that's power plant. I put an incinerator in. Where did I put the incinerator? I thought I put an incinerator plant in. I'm not sure if I put an incinerator plant in. I may have gotten hung up doing other things, and people are going to be saying, what's up with the garbage A train? Oh, yeah, garbage processing is getting a little tight. Oh, no, I put in 2 additional recycle plants. Oh, okay, got it. Let's put an incinerator in. Generate some power. Oh, I know what I was doing because I was looking at the power production over here. That's what I was doing. Now I know what my excuse is. Put that right there. I put in additional wastewater capacity here. And then put in additional water pumping. Switch this off of coal. Notice the coal power plants are gone. We're on natural gas now. Hooray. All right, so now we are 5,000 people. What? Yeah, we are heading up with a purpose. So this is going well. I like it. We are rolling with the tide. All right, focus, A-Train. Get this bus thing going. All right, this was part of the reason for doing one-way streets. So we're going to click on these. I'm going to turn these off. I'm going to click on this. All right. So now we got to set up a bus line. So we know it's going to come out of the bus depot. Now this is the idea here is to connect together basically all the important stuff and make it easy to get around town. So we're going to make a loop. We're going to start here. We'll go to the next block. Go to the next block. We'll go in front of the train station. Hey, yeah, like I knew what I was doing. All right, now we're going to pull back here. Actually, we could go here. It's fine. Now, see this one-way arrow here? If this were still two-way, and that's 5th Street, you wouldn't want to put a stop here and then try to make your bus turn left. Okay? That's a 4-lane street, which means it's all the way over on the right side. Don't do that to your buses. Okay? Make it easy for them. So here, I can put a bus stop, and then we're going to 6th Street. And we're going to stop here. Then we're going to stop next to the Haskell. We're going to stop down here by the library. Actually, right out front of the library. Then we're going to stop just short here of Main Street. Okay. And we're going to keep going straight. Why did it turn? Why is it turning? I don't understand why it's doing that. I don't want to do that. You know what? We're going to take that stop out. Take that stop out. Yep, there we go. And see, it's jumping over there. I'm not sure why it's jumping over there. On the 7th. I don't want to jump over the 7th. I mean, I suppose we could jump to 7th and drop off in front of the school. Not the worst idea in the world, and then that might get us past here and get us back on the 6th Street. Okay. Again, this is to try to get us through the residential neighborhoods. All right, so now we're going to come across. And coming across gets a little goofy. Okay? So we're going to come all the way across over here. And we're going to stop here. And then this will be a stop that serves Railroad Street. And we're going to complete the line. Boom. All right, there we go. There's our first bus line. Okay? So that... Now it's going to send out buses, and they're going to loop around, and then they're going to come around and do whatever they... Why are they doing that? Did I miss a memo? Oh, wait, there... Oh! Huh? No, this is me being confused. This is two lane. They would have turned left here. At some point, they would have changed lanes. Did I eliminate? No, I'm seeing them change lanes. So I'm looking for a node. Let's turn on the node controller now. That might help us. Oh, see, I created a node here. And that should allow... See, yeah, did you see that car switch lanes? See the cars and vehicles switching lanes here? All right, that's the point of this node. I don't want to... Okay, just give it a little bit. Uh-oh, now we got a... Whoa, that was quick. Check out that fire response. All right, so you see how that works then? All right, so the buses just weren't shifting over to take the right on the first street. That was a little weird. That's why I didn't understand that. Okay, so now we have a loop line. All right, now what we want to do is establish kind of a place in towards downtown. See here at 7th Street and Main? See how people are boarding the bus there? And then they're able to come around and keep going. All right. See, that's working pretty good. So what I want to look to do here is set up a crosstown line. That crosstown line is going to go down Main Street, loop around the Railroad Street, and that's basically it. That's my plan. Yeah, really, A-Train? That's the plan? That's the plan. Okay? It's a very simple plan. The idea is to just create a loop line. Oh, no. Actually, it's not the plan. It's part of the plan, but it's not the whole plan. Okay? The rest of the plan is, once it gets back to 1st Street, it's going to come over here and loop around over here. So it helps people get to the industrial area. All right? Now, one thing I wanted to do over here was set up another crossroad here. I want to go down to the crossroads and try to flag a ride. There we go. Set that up there. Cool. All right. So Highland Way. So Main Street comes through. Then we got Iron Horse Drive, and then we've got West Railroad Street. Let's just name this. No, it doesn't make sense. What do we want to name this? What do we want to name this? Captain of Industry. Who would have been Vanderbilt Way, maybe? Vanderbilt would be good. Morgan. Oh, Gould. There we go. Jay Gould. Gould Street. Okay. Jay Gould. Railroad magnate. Okay. You can look him up. He was associated with a lot of different railroads. All right. So that's going to give us an opportunity here. And we can go ahead and kind of look to upgrade these roads a little bit. If we go to Small Industry Road. Okay. We do this. We do this. All this to the Small Industry Road. It just kind of looks a little rougher than a standard street. I think it is a louder noise producer street compared to standard. Cool. All right. So, and let's do one other thing here. Let's extend Avenue C over. Why? Because
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me.
Good picker. And then we gotta do this, and this, and that. And that, and we click this. See who's gonna be our first person that takes advantage of it, unless I have something set up that forces. Nope, they can go straight through. They cannot. Oh, this. Yeah, no. TMPE. No. This here. Wait, nope, not that. That and that. You cannot turn on that street. And same thing here. Boom, boom. You cannot turn on the right of way. Okay, cool. Hello, hello, hello. Right click, turn that off. Okay, cool. Now people can actually walk though, and they're able to walk all the way over to work. Not a big fan of this setup here. Eventually we may bridge over like we did at Lawrence, or is that at Shannon? Shannon. Okay, at Shannon. We may bridge over Avenue C here. All right, does that make sense? So for now, people could... Oh, they can jump in a car that spawns out of nowhere too. Okay, so there's someone walking across even though there's not actually a crosswalk there. That's fine. That's because this is highway, and highway sections don't have crosswalks. But if people get hit in the game, we don't care because they really don't get hit. Okay? All right, so here's this. Yay. That's awesome. Let's check the speed on here. We want to keep that down to like 35, 25, 25, 35. 35 is okay. Boing, boing. Yeah, that'll set that up. When you hit the shift key, it lights up the whole segment. So it'll go between intersections. And I mean, you can set individual speed limits for each individual lane if you want to. Yeah, it's that detail. Now, what we could do is we could set this up as a one-way loop through here. That's a thought, to where it's one-way westbound on Railroad and one-way eastbound on Iron Horse, and then we could have the buses come in and loop around, but then we could just have the buses come in and loop around. Why make it one way? Right? Right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right, new bus route. Let's turn this off so there's less schmutz on your screen. And let's go here. Let's go here. Okay. So, new bus line. See how there's a bus stop there? You know something? This is going to be... Ooh, there's people riding the bus too. That's great. Let's make one... We'll do one more thing here. I want to examine this line. We're going to change this line. So, this is line 1. This is the... Downtown Loop 1 is going to be the red line. Okay. And we may set up a downtown loop 2, which actually goes the other direction. And it may go from, say, 2nd Street to 5th Street. Okay. Or it may go over to 7th and pick up there, because then it gives people more options. Right? But we want to do the crosstown line right now. All right, and the reason I did that was because the new line is going to be that same color blue. So I didn't want to confuse the two, right? Make sense? Got it. Cool. All right, so we want to create a new line. And let's just see here. See, yeah, because we don't have service right here. And that, we don't have service right there. We don't have service right there. That stuff over there is upgrading because it's got service. All right, let's create our new line. Let's maybe start over here. So we're going to start here, swing around to here. All right, there's that. And we're going to come into town. And we're going to get a little bit into town. Okay, so you only have to cross like 2 streets if you're going somewhere. And then we'll come over here. 7th is the key. 7th is the key. I am rethinking this because I'm not liking it. I'm looking at the transfer from one to the other. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. 7th is the key. That's the key. All right, so then we're going to come over here. We're going to stop here. Oh, this works nice. This genius idea I had. See how the alley's dead end and they don't actually touch the street? Yeah, that's where we're going with the bus stops. Funny how that works, huh? Sometimes you can just figure stuff out by just figuring it out. Hey, train. What are you doing, man? Come on, man. It's not even fair, dude. Now, the one thing here is we want to make sure that this right lane, it turns right only. Okay, so that's cool. All right, so then we're just going to... No. I don't want to go to there. I want to go here to get to there. Boom. Okay. There, now, people can get across town. Now, I'm going to make some changes to the lines. I'm not happy with the interchange ability between buses. I want people to be able to change buses, right? See how this is right here? Right? And see how this is right here? I don't want to do that. No. I don't want to do that. No. Maybe in the bad spot for doing this. So let me just click this, which is dumb. Let me click this. Now, we're going to hover over the line. Move that stop right there. See, now you can change between the red and the blue line. See the point of the exercise? These people here can be happy because I'll just put another stop right there. All right? Now, over here, we got this issue. And, yeah, I know. I'm not happy about it either. So here's what we're going to do. I like this here. Man. All right, this may seem a little... Wait for it. Think about it. Okay. I have a plan. Great. Custer had a plan. All right, so there's a bus stop here. So if you want to change from the blue to the red line, you could do that, but you would just have to walk to here, right? But you could get off here and then walk to the university, right? But we're going to change that up. And we're going to change up Atron. Because I have a plan. Trust me. Let's look at this. Let's change this to the yellow line because it serves the industrial zone. All right. Okay, there's the loop line. All right. So now we're going to do another one. And this one is going to make everybody and their brother happy. How's that going to work, A-Train? I'll show you. We're going to start right in front of the train station. Because everybody needs to be able to get to the train station. And then we're going to come down here, and there's a school right here. See that school? Uh-huh. Now, see, we're coming into town here. We're going to stop just short of downtown. We're going to jump just the other side of downtown. If you need to change buses, you get off the bus here, you get on the bus there. Boom, done. Got it? Good. Jump to the next block. Jump to the next block. Jump to the next block. Now we're coming around. Okay? Now, to get a distance here, oh man, these, oh, wait. I have a plan. You've been saying that, A-Train? Yes, I know. And am I not delivering on the plan? All right? We're going to put a stop here, but I'm actually going to cut off this alley. So it terminates, and that way, so my thought is do we want, you know what? Yeah, let's just do that. Hell with it. We'll make it work. There, and there, and there, jump across downtown, and jump to the end of the next block. Trying to spread them out just a little bit, okay? And then we'll... There. There. Okay. Here. 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 Okay, and that takes us over here. We'll jump in right here. Jump to here. Jump to here. Jump around. Jump up, and get down. Everybody's getting a frickin' bus stop, okay? You do not have to walk far, you lazy mms. Right, that's got a bus stop, so now we're just going to complete the line. You know what? Nope, we're going to do one right there so people could just go across the street and boom, confetti. Hear everything upgrading? Hear all the pinging going on? That's the sound of money rolling in. Look, we're making $2,300 a day. Everything's upgrading now. People are happy, happy, happy. All right, so this is bus line. This is loop line 2, and this is going to be green line. Actually, no, it's going to be the blue line. Cool. And there we have it. Now, we'll make some adjustments. We're going to move this stop here. Oh, I didn't do it. Hang on. I'm going to click on this. Now, see how it says drag stop to move it? Actually, you know what? We're just going to create... I can't do that. Nope, 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 nope. You know what? People can walk around the corner. The only thing we didn't do there, and this is what we're going to do now, is we're going to do one more route, and that's going to be the opposite of the red line. It's going to be the green line. Okay? But now people can get in and out of this neighborhood, right? And the red line doesn't go all the way down here, but you just got to transfer from the red to the blue. And the question is, where do people do that? Yeah, that's a fine question. This is probably where I could have brought it back this direction and then brought it back down this direction. Huh. You think? Yeah, I do. I do. See how all the houses are pinging and going up? You know what? No, let's work the green line. Let's do that. All right, let's start the green line. This is here, right? Let's put it so that you are coming off of here. Okay. And you come down the street here, and then you're going to stop out front of the station. And then you go, not that way. No. Oh, one-way streets. Duh. Okay. One-way streets. Duh. I'll work the avenues then. This could get messy. Could get messy beaucoup. Now we gotta go down second. Oh no, that's an alley. We can't go down. Yeah, well, we gotta go up second because that's north. North is up. All right, so there's a stop. What the hell was I doing with this one? Oh, this one's kind of zigzagging. Wait. Let's go back this way. Hold on, people. Don't freaking panic on me. Just relax. This way. Down here. Okay. Let's cut back across town here. This is going to be the ziggity-zag route. So there's a yellow stop and a green stop too. And then this is going to, can't go to First Street, so we got to go to Second. Ooh, we can go right there. That's a, yeah. One out there. Can't go there. We could, oh, yeah. We don't have another connection off of Shannon over there yet. That can change someday, but not today. Kind is history, Maverick. Maybe so, sir. But not today. I was watching Top Gun Maverick earlier, and we'll be returning to it after I finish this live stream with you guys. Okay, this just got weird. You know what? This puts us in a position to run service. We've got service basically everywhere now. Red line needs to extend down that way, so that's fine. We got a stop right there, so let's put this stop right here. Where the heck did I start this? I've lost track. Wait. That's it right there. Did we skip something? Oh, there it is. Complete the line. Hooray! Wow! All right. I was able to complete the line. Despite my best efforts to goof it up. All right. Let's make this one the green line, please. There we go. That's a pretty green right there. Yes. So this is the green line. Yeah, there. Because the color isn't enough. Now there's lots of people on the blue line, lots of people on the red. See? But the key there is we wanted to, let's turn this off because now we can see the people. All right, look here. If you don't have educated people, maybe you're not paying enough. Super pharmacy, operating normally, not enough educated workers. So you need one educated part. Oh, now it's abandoned. Well, guess what? And after that, it's called a bulldozer. Get out. Problem solved. What I do. Is this parking lot part of this building? I think it is. I don't think that's on the Wabash right now. Yeah, now we're over $3,000 a day. Yeah, we want a new prison. As opposed to, again, I repeat myself, as opposed to what existing prison? There is no prison. Oh my God, look at this. Industrial is just in the toilet. Oh shoot, that's a bad thing. We didn't want to do that. Oh no, it's not going to hurt anything. I love that sound. It's so satisfying. Because the power would flow from the power plant here across here and then jump over here. But that's okay. All right. So get the bulldozer. Give me the keys. Oh. Now, if that part is done, what do you say we add some trains in here, gang? You want to add some trains in here? Let's add some trains in here. All right. So here's how we're going to do that. We're going to go to transportation. We're going to go to the trains. In the trains, we're going to select. Oh, this is a. There's some new stuff I downloaded. Vanilla style single. Oh, I like it. We don't have enough room for it here, but we do have room for it here. It goes by. Oh, watch this. What are you doing, A-Train? You just said you don't want to put power down. No, I don't. Watch. Stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. Train track. Alright, now I gotta turn the El Snapo stuff off to just grid. Okay? What was the point of that, A-Train? The point was, it makes my point. It's part of my point. Alright, let's go back to here. I don't want to be on top of the railroad track. No, I want to be the next grid over. Cool. All right. It's abandoned railroad track out back at the industries. That's what it is. That's what this is. It's an espresso machine. I know what this is. This is a snow cone maker. That's what this is. Back to here. Go back to the train stuff. Hey, what is this? That's the cargo train terminal, doofus. Wait, no. Yep, I think that'll do. Either that or it's got to go here, but then that throws the tracks offline. But this doesn't throw the tracks offline, does it? No, it does not. Give me some trains. Now we got the connection here, right? Which looks a little goofy. We can fix that. How do you fix that? We're going to click on this. So we're going to click on this. It's not going to raise up. Maybe we do something else. We use this. I'm going to click. Hello. Click on this. I'm going to shift. Click on this, and I'm going to see if this works. If it's didn't slope objects. That's okay. This isn't the worst thing in the world. But I'm actually no, not that. Right click. All right. Back to move it. I'm going to just drop this down. Yeah, that actually works better. Yeah, we'll hide that slope line. Okay, cool. All right, well, we're not connected to the line, A-Train. Exactly, we are not. You are very observant there, viewer. So, the NKP ROW right away now gets actually reactivated. Now, okay, so now we need to get to here. So we do this. And we're going to go all the way to there. Why there, A-Train? Why not? Okay, so now, how do we get across the street? That's a fine question. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to pull the... Up, hold it. Okay, good. We're going to cut that back, and then we're going to bring it out to about there-ish. Okay? That gives us some room to work with here. So we're going to cut the street here. Now, we can make this a real wide... No, you keep selecting roads, doofus. Make a real wide arcing deal. Point is, we've got to get over to here. Right? That's in the way. Okay? Space is already occupied. I see that. So what we'll do is we'll just actually put this here and do that there. And now, what I'm going to do is actually cut this part of the bus route, and we'll fix that. We're just going to use the moving mod. You know what? No, you guys don't want to see me use the moving mod. You guys want to see me use it. All right, so I clear the roads out of the area, right? And then we're going to run the train line up about here. And then we're going to set up a curve, although I don't think this is going to work exactly the way I want it to. It's going to work close. But that's kind of how I want this to work. Now we're going to use moving, okay? And we're going to move this out like that to make this like a nice broad curve, and we're going to curve this out like this. Okay? Make this nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Let's make it smoothy smooth. Nice and smooth. Okay. All right. I think that looks pretty good. All right. So now we've established that. So now we actually have the train line hooked up, and that's a good thing. Actually scoot this back a little bit that way. And I'll stretch this out. Okay. Cool. Now we're going to go back. Actually, we did that. We didn't need to do that. We're going to actually click out of that. We're going to go back to the net picker. Doink. Grab this. Now we're going to go here. Space already occupied. What? The hell you say? I don't think so. All right, sometimes you just got to kind of be flexible. You got to kind of work around some of the objectives and, or, you know, the game's objections to things you might try to do, right? Now, what I'm going to do is go into the node thingy here. I'm going to click on this. I'm not going to square, I'm not going to square this up. What would happen? That's okay. Back this up just a touch. What the key is, I want to back this up. I want to back this up. All right. That gives us plenty of room here. Now, I'm going to make another adjustment. And that's going to be in the streets. We're going to have streets with no name. We're going to go to, instead of the small industry road, we're going to, there's actually a different way we could do this. But that uses a mod. I'd rather not use the mod here. We could use that too. 4-lane road and tram tracks. No, what is this? Oh, that's crap with tram tracks. I want tram tracks. What I want is divided. 2-lane road with median? That's kind of what I want. Let's see how this looks. That's not bad. You know what? It's industrial. Let's just use it. The game doesn't care. I'm trying to do some stuff to make it look better, make it look more realistic. Oops. All right. It's, why has it got this stupid European stuff? Stuff. Oh, wait a minute. This is one way each direction. Aha! That actually does work then. Boom, boom. All right. So, yeah. So the whole point of the exercise is I want to set this up so that when the crossbuck goes down, when the arm goes down, it blocks. So basically you're stuck. You ain't going nowhere. All right? So that's how that'll work. Now, let's do this, and do this. Let's just back this up to 12. 12. One's fine. Now, see, the nice thing is it gets it back out of the intersection a little bit, and it kind of squares it up. It's pulling the curb with it, which I'm not a big fan of. So it keeps a little bit of curve to the crossing, street crossing, but whatever. All right, cool beans. There we go. So guess what, gang? We now have freight train service. So now we're going to add parking here. that. And add some across the street. Add some commercial in over here too. Okay. See, the buses are back on. Well, the buses changed route. But that's okay. We don't want the buses actually stopping on the train tracks. They can come through here and they'll be good. All right, where's our first freight train? Do we have anything coming in yet? No? Not yet? Free internet. Well, you know what? It's not free, folks. Somebody pays for it. I can't believe our industrial is just in the tank. But you know something? Maybe we just need to build smarter. Maybe we need smarter people. Let's see what this does for us. Oh, that's 5. I don't want 5. Crap, that just went sideways. That's okay. No, it'll build down now. Okay, some stuff is building up. Do we have this hooked in? Yes, we do. It should not be a problem. It runs down here. There's a connection. Okay. It's connected. Now, it would be smart for us to develop some industry. Freshwater is basic stuff, huh? Why have to wait for working water pipes? Okay. All right, that's fair. Now that you mention it, I see your point. Listen for it. Love the sound. Okay, there. Now you got your working water pipes. Now you need workers, huh? Lucky I got bus services that run all over the city, huh? We need more residents too, huh? Let's get us some more residents in here. I feel like I want to build a BAP back, as in a big Ace Park. Big Ace Park that will fit in here. Large playground. Pretty big. Oh, that's too big. What is this? Small playground? Small park. Oh, that works! Do we want to go off of 3rd or 4th Street? Let's go off of 3rd Street. And then let's put a additional parking lot. Right here. And then we will re-extend. Circus, Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro polka dot, Afro. Back to there. Okay. Dean Road. No, this is an alley. Like Beale. There you go. Eat it, Dean. All right. Now we got the park in there. That's pretty cool. It may be time for us to look into no, that's there we go. If this is going to work. Commercial. paradise. Put up a parking lot. That was the song I was trying to think of. Cool. All right. Money is coming in now. $3,700 a month, a week. Yeah. All right, gang. Look at that. Evansville is looking good. Let's turn this off. So we have, well, we still haven't seen a freight train coming yet. It's disconcerting. We are seeing a little bit of desire for industry. There's a train. Woohoo! Woohoo! You see it come in with all those containers on it? Loaded. Oh. Okay. It offloaded and was done. Wow. One container. That was not very good. Upkeep $1,440 a week. Ugh. Customized tracks. Oh. All right. Now we got trucks delivering stuff in there. That's good. What we want to do is have enough stuff delivered in there that it warrants. Oh, here comes another freight train. Hooray! And a passenger train pulled in too. So we know it's working. Oh, there's an outbound. Yay. Oh, and another one. Woohoo. All right. Let's chase, do some train spotting. All right. Like a glove. That's working awesome. And we had an outbound train generate. Okay, this is good. We're getting some office in here. That's good. We need more people. My gosh. All this space that I frickin' laid out. Look at all that. I mean, we're getting over here close to the highway, which could get tricky, but I have a plan. Plan, A-Train. You always say you have a plan. I do. And I have a plan. We are going to start looking at high density residential on the highway over here. Or we could look at putting some up along First Street here. Is this a home or a business? Oh, that's a business. Most beautiful, most attractive city award. Hooray. This is the Birch residence. 3 of 3 households. Okay. All right. Where are we here? We're on Shannon. I'm going to move down here off Railroad. Boom, 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 boom. Lafayette. Okay. We're going to make some changes here. All right. Hold, please. Have a plan. Trust the process, as Coach Saban likes to say. We need commercial. Commercial. It's commercial. We need residential. Have a plan. Trust the plan. All right, we know this is 4. This next one's 4. You know something? Let's go with the 4. Put the parking lot there. Switch back to this. Make that 8. Go. Let's see what this does. Uh-huh. There's some higher level residential stuff here. may do some of that along downtown, but probably not. Probably here on 7th Street would be a better place for it. You think? I think so. Put high density commercial on the corner. Okay. Let's plop in a parking lot. So okay. Let's see, these two tiles. What? Mix in parking. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, babe. What do you guys think of this? Hey, look at this. Look at this. We're 30 people short. There's 6,000. Wait, what's our next number? 65? No, darn it. Oh, it's already set that we've unlocked everything. Dang it. So we're already actually made Busy Town. Yeah, I messed up. So what had happened was I had started this game, right? And then I started a secondary version to put together a video, which I still need to do, on doing basically what I just showed you guys here with all this. Now, there's some stuff we can do here that will make this look cool. Like, add in... here, scroll up here. Oh, I got this in code mode. Okay, so there's like an old out-of-service train track, right? Right? Mm-hmm. Let's go in here. Detail this after you guys. Huh? An old track that's overgrown with weeds and stuff. See what I'm saying? Here this served some industries a long time ago, right? And then those industries went out of business and the city bought the property, or somebody bought the property and built these recycling centers, which they don't need access to rail. Okay. So throw some of that in there. All grass clusters. Yep. Let's throw some of these around in here. This is going to be just kind of industrial waste area. Piles of trash available. This is stuff I don't normally do with my cities. Just start adding in these assets and stuff, and it just starts taxing the machine. Oh my gosh, you people with your prison. Mary Murray, have a coconut smile and shush. Jeez, lady. no point in trying to put trees in here because they won't grow. Now somewhere... walls and fences. That's airport fence. All this. Oh, that's guardrail. Crap, that's not what I want. Actually, I do want airport fence. That's perfect. We're about to make an adjustment in these trains. Okay, I see what it's doing. It's not going. I don't have an anarchy on. Anyway, there's this stuff here. Like old K-rails sitting in the weeds and stuff. You can do that. Actually, I can use move it and do this. This is kind of cool. I think I can do this. This end over here. This end. Yeah. See? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty cool, huh? All right. So here's what I just noticed that didn't work for me. That's the speed limit on this. This needs to be like 20 miles an hour through here. Industrial tracks. You'd be like 20. It needs to be like 50. This needs to be like 40. In and out of the station needs to be slow. And here in town, we'll actually drop this. We'll run the speed down to like 60. This unlimited speed stuff is like, oh, wait a minute. That's for the birds. The train speed was 60 the whole way. Yeah. Actually, it can be 70. I'm okay with that. That'll be more realistic. There you go. Freight trains, passenger trains, 70 miles an hour. It's not bad. Cool. Now, see how slow and graceful it pulls in? That's how it should look. Look at that. Oh, look. The train got held up. Now it accelerates out of town. There you go. Get on out of here. So that's how you use the speed limits for the trains. Like this right here, probably should be like 30. And we'll drop it down, and then it'll be like 20 down through here. And it's good if you progressively make it faster, and that works. Thank you. And that's how it works for like the highways too. Like when you're coming off the highway, if you're going warp speed and then you drop down the sublight speed real quick, it looks kind of silly. So what I've done here is, you see we're at 60 miles an hour, then we drop to 50, and then we drop to 55, which is dumb. So this should be 50. And then for the ramp, we drop to 45. And we could actually change that in this lane here with, let's see, if I hit shift, it does that. If I hit control, it does that. See that? So it's 50 in the main lanes, but it's 45. See how the cars are slowing down? And then they come down to 45 and then down to 35. Uh-huh. Pretty cool, huh? See, it looks better. Even when you're at warp speed on the game, because we're at full speed here, it's more realistic to me. You'll see exit signs that say exit 40 miles an hour. Well, you need to slow the hell down. Typically, you're going to merge onto a street or a road. That's a lower speed, right? That makes sense? We're almost at 6,000 people. You know what? I think we are going to make another adjustment. This is residence, isn't it? All right, this is all residences through here, isn't it? Birdsong residence. Well, you know what? You guys. Eminent domain. Actually. Okay. Heck is eminent domain, A-Train. That's when the governing authority can declare your property. It's basically something that shouldn't be allowed at all in the United States. And it's kind of based on Vulcan logic. If you're familiar with Vulcan logic from Star Trek, which says the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. Well, that's kind of what it is. It's saying, we're going to take your property and give it, well, okay. Usually if say the government wants to build a new road, or you've got a big business moving the area and they want your property, they want your home, okay? Because they're going to build a new facility that's going to employ 1,000 people. It's going to bring 1,000 new families to the area. That's a lot of jobs, and that's a lot of tax revenue and a lot of commerce revenue too. So they will negotiate with you in good faith to buy your property for a lump sum value. If you refuse, though, they may well do what's called declaring eminent domain. And that is, you're going to take the money and we're taking your property whether you like it or not. Because the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. And that's kind of how it works. So I think I see a possible solution. Possible. To our problem. Question is, oh wait, I don't have any snapping on me. Oh, this might work. Okay, what are you doing, A-Train? I have great. Custer had a plan. Yes, Custer had a plan. It was a bad plan, but it was a plan. The plan says we're going to go through here. And we're going to change all this. Okay? And then we're going to take this street, because we're at the end of the street over here. Just like that. Is that you, Alex? Is that you, John Wayne? Is this me? Oh, Alex, it is you. Sorry, I had my glasses off. I was scratching my eye at the time. What's happening, bud? How are you? Okay, we're at El Cruncho Chingo. This, I'm going to re-add it because we still need the power. That'll do, pig. All right. What was the point of what you just did, A-Train? Fine question. It's got water. Okay, so that's good. We're not going to build on this side. That's fine. We are going to extend Stevens Avenue into this. And we're going to go there. Boom. Like that. And then we're going to build high capacity residential. We'll do some commercial on the corner. See how that works. We're struggling in this need for residential. I'm doing 4 tiles at a time because I want the buildings to establish on 4 tiles as opposed to just, 2 or 3. Let's hold off on that for a second. What in the hell just built there? Well, that doesn't look right. I don't know what that is. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I do. That's a Peterson Paper Company. Hey, Alex, look who just tried to take over my freaking city, dude. I'm going to take that out. Damn it, James. Hang on. Can I move this? Oh my God. Alex. Alex, what are the odds? What are the odds? Seriously. What are the odds? How funny is this? You're going to have to tell your dad this. James won't appreciate the irony, but maybe he would. Because he doesn't have the, he doesn't appreciate games like we do. For you guys that don't know, BNSF and S&P, that's my buddy Alex. We do trains in real life, so we know each other. He lives here in Dallas. And I've done trains with him and his dad for 15, 20 years. This too weird. Now, why is this too weird, folks? I'm going to tell you why it's too weird. Because the trains we've done together have been on a layout that's for a gentleman that named James Peterson. Okay? That's weird enough that this is the Peterson Paper Company. What's more weird about it is his business is discount model trains. Discount sales. Peterson Paper. What in the ass? What are the odds? I almost feel like I need to move the road or something here. If I can't move this, I need to find a way to move. Can I move the unified UI panel? No. I got to find a way to move this building because it's clearly too big for the space, but I don't want to lose the building. The building's awesome. I would have that as lofts at this point. But that's freaking hilariously weird that it's Peterson and discount all together. Yeah, that's totally weird. Totally weird. Oh, I can move it. Hooray. All right, let's move that right here. Right on the sidewalk. Excellent. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, let me spin around here. We spin around. Look at that. This is a freaking railroad type building here too, folks. That's the kind of thing. Yeah, I like it. That's the kind of thing we put on a model railroad. 5 stories tall. It's good size. Now, let's take a look at the building. And we've been talking about this in this series. It's a little weird. From the standpoint of, I feel like it needs to be twisted slightly. Can you turn it? Click on it. There we go. I just want it lined up with the sidewalk better. That's an awesome looking building, though. It really is. Oh, wait, do I have 4 tiles deep? I don't. This is only 3 tiles deep, isn't it? That sucks. You know what? That building on the backside may have to go. No. Never mind. I have a plan. All right, so it still looks a little off. So I'm going to left click on it, and then we'll right click at the same time and twist my mouse. There we go. That feels better. Yeah, that looks like it's better. Okay, so then what I'm going to do just back here is just put in an alley. Noise picker. That's going to F that up. You know what? Then we won't put an alley in. We'll just put a path. Gravel path with you. That's not the paths are right here. Pavement path. No. Gravel path. That works. That'll do. Yeah, that looks right. Oh, yeah. I think that'll be okay. I think this is going to be okay. I think it's going to work for us. I hope it's going to work for us. You know something? I might have a plan here. I might have a way we can make this work. Oh, I even overturned it. Dang it. Yeah. Gotta do this. Click. Nope, that's not it. This. Click. Right click. Twist. And then move slightly. Okay. I think we're right. So now, I'm going to try... Oh, you know what? I don't have the painter feature. That's what I need to get. I need to get the landscape painting mod. Because then I can paint all this in. Now, what I'm going to try to do is squeeze in. And I think I know how to do this. And if I pull this off, it's going to be pretty awesome. Okay, so here's our little parking lot. Now, that's a container gantry. Here's a little dinky parking lot we can stick right here. Which actually might just work. But, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Turn that on. This works. Now let me turn it. Can I turn it? Can I turn? I can turn that. All right, so I turned it the wrong way. There we go. There we go. I got it. I got it, gang. Hold on. Stick with me here. We got this. We got this. You like apples? I got us a parking lot. How about them apples? Huh? So in theory, you would just drive down this gravel path here and pull in there and park. Now, in reality, what the game may do is just have people drive in here and park. I don't care. It looks cool. It looks like an alley. It looks like it would work. And if it's stupid, but it works, it's not stupid. Right? Right. Oh, no, I don't need brown. I need this. All right, how many tiles we got left here? 2, 4. Let's do 4. 4, and then we're going to try to do the whiz bang thing I want to try to do. All right, what's the whiz bang thing, A-Train? How does this balance? Do we want to go a 4 block here and then try to do a parking lot, or do we want to do a parking lot on the right? Left side, right side. Where do we want the parking lot? That's okay. Oh, oh no, it's gone. Oh, what a dummy. I didn't think to put historical building on it. Oh, what an imbecile. Well, we know it's in here somewhere. So it will appear again at some point. Dang it. Well, it was a good idea while it lasted. So now I can just go in here. Take that out. Take that out. Pause. Hit that. Alright, that's still good. Why is that way? Oh. Do that. Do that. Okay. And we'll just do this down here. Let's do a 3 and a 3. Cool. Now, these people may be a little bit annoyed by the situation over here, because, well, I don't know. Let's see. What is the noise? Oh, the noise isn't bad. The commercial building makes a lot. Oh, crap, it's back! Okay, hold on. Hold, please. Historical building. All right. Now we got to go back and undo and redo one overeducated worker. Yes. We got one overeducated worker. Yes, we do have it on video. I might just have to clip that down and send it to James. Okay, discount sales. Good, we got the name right again. All right, so what we're going to do is then undo what we did. Oh, shoot. Blockhead, you got to unzone stuff. So that, and then this, and dezone, there. Okay, cool. All right, so now, back into here, click on this, move it over here like this. Yep. That's like we knew what we was doing. Just slide to the right, step to the left. Cross. Wait. That's pretty good. I don't really dink around with this too much. Is it still twisted? It's still twisted a little bit. Alright, we know how to fix that. So we left click on it, then we hold down the right mouse, and then we just twist the mouse. Actually, I think I just went the wrong way with it. Did it? Nope, that actually looks good. All right. Parking lot. This parking lot. Put it there. Right click and get off that. I'm going to grab it with this. Right click and turn it like that. Move it like this. Just a little bit more like that. Oh, it's out on the, we don't want it out on the sidewalk. Yeah, that'll do. And I can't put a road back. Well, I could put a road back here. I don't have any single alley roads. So, I do not have a single alley road. 2-lane gravel road. Yeah, see, that takes up 2 tiles. We just want 1 lane. It's like that train track piece that I have. So maybe I need to get a mod for that. Oh, wait. What do we have over here? That's big. Huh. All right, I'm going to have to go dink around in the Steam Workshop a bit for that. All right, but what we've done is we've locked it in now as a historical building. And so, yeah. Now we got the Peterson Paper Company. Hooray. I almost feel like it ought to be over here on the railroad, though. Somewhere. I feel like it should be over here on the railroad. Feel like it should be over here on the railroad. It's only, let's do that. that. It's 5 tiles, I think, so I think it'll fit there. Where is it? I like to move it, move it. Okay, so what I'm looking at is which tiles. I think I selected the right ones, right? Didn't I select the right tiles? I did! This is exactly where it should be. Actually, here we're just going to move it back just to the edge there. And there's the parking lot in the back. Yep, there's Wayne's car, and there's James's, and you know what? We do need to shift it just a touch. Just a touch. All right, and hang on. We are going to make. Oh, this is awesome. Peterson Paper Company. How cool is that? All right, so here's what we're going to do. Go here, here. Old railroad tracks out back. So this was at one point a rail-served industry. You know what? For giggles, give me that. Oh, because it's trying to connect to the stupid. Nice. I like it a lot. Let's go in here. No, here. 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 Turn all this off. Go right here. Puts that in there, and yeah, I know it's smoggy, it's hard to see anything. And then let's go into here. What do you throw a few bushes in there? Grass clusters here to make the stuff look overgrown. Yeah. I like it. And you know what we'll do here is we'll actually put this parking lot there. Peterson Paper Company is now in business. I likes it. Now, it's something else. Oh no, this is the space down here. Okay, so now down here, how is this laid out? That's what we want to do right there, I think. Yeah. So now we can actually kind of do this a little more legit. Paradise, beautiful parking lot. Cool. Go. What kind of building are we going to get now? A legit looking one. All right. Looking for an apartment or a house in the city, huh? Well, looks like I may be able to help you. Actually, here we could bring this out at this point. You know, no, we're not going to do that. I'm going to say that the right-of-way... Oh, wait a minute. There we go. The right-of-way doesn't allow for that. There. Do that. Do this. Turn that off. Do this. Do this. Do that. Do that. We got water under all this. We do. Which means now we got more room for some high density commercial and high density residential. And you know what? The low density residential just lost out. Sorry, gang. Pause. How'd they lose out, A-Train? I'll show you. That's how they lost out. Wait, wait. Let's check this. Oh! Okay, now I think they may be okay. This is going to get goofy on that side of the street, but that's okay. They'll live. I think. Hang on, because it looks like it may have switched back the way it was. There. Okay, we're going to prioritize this side of the street. Do you want to put a parking lot in here? Do the narrow one. Wait. We need to go 4. Oh, you know what? Let's do it there. Let's do it there. And then we'll do all that there. All those people just moved out. Look, packed up and left. Oh! So now we're going to let all this develop real quick, and then we're going to add this back in because these houses are going to disappear. So now there's that. Put small there. Big there. Green there. And now it's all going to develop right back. So it's all good. Jesus, we're at $500,000. 4,800 a day. Woo! Make money, make money. All right. So now you can see how we just did. So we only have 7 tiles deep on this setup right here. I mean, if I had squished it a little different down here, I could have changed it. And I could have changed it at this point. But we're going to say that the right-of-way of the highway, you know, determined where this could be. All right? And we need to come up with a name for this street here. What's the name of the street going to be? It's not going to be Pierce. So there's First Street. There's Second Street. Well, this would be 0 Street, I guess. You know what? We might as well call it like Park Lane or something. That'll be good for now. Park Lane will do for now. Cool. Okay, so Park Lane works now. So 7 tiles deep. I'm thinking I want the emphasis to be on the structures that's going to give you more tax revenue. That makes sense? And the potential for more people to move in. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing here that we did over there. Eminent domain. Right? So now we did all that, right? So now we look at this. So there's only 3 tiles here. We're going to de-zone this like that. Now, all those people are going to be, I'm moving out. I'm moving out. Now, we're going to turn this off. On this side, which may affect these guys. Technically, this ought to be off anyway. Okay, cool. All right, so now we've got the 4 tiles available over here to work with, all right? So now we're going to do 4 tiles. We're going to do a parking lot, which acts like a park. That's the name, parking lot. Wait, what? Do that. Do that. We're going to do a 3 and then a 3 commercial. And I'm going to put in another parking lot right here. So it's 6. And once this develops, we're going to put this back in. All right, so now come back in here and we'll turn this back on. Those only get 3 tiles. Did I miss something? Uh-oh. Something is cross-pollinating here that shouldn't be. And that's this thing. I don't know what the hell that is. That's to go. There we go. This looks a little better. Go. All right. Now stuff's upgrading already. I like it. Hillside Street? No. Ooh. Roscoe P. Coltrane was out at this house. $5,000 a month. Yeah. All right, now that this is all developed back up, now we can come back in and take a swipe at this here. There. And that'll develop in quickly. All right. Ooh, that city's looking sweet, folks. Our little former railroad crossroads is becoming something special. Got a freight line going. We developed in some older buildings. Stuff that looks kind of cool. Got trains running in and out. Yeah. Euro trash, pusher puller stuffs. I actually like this setup right here too. It's a good like that historical building. These are containers. It looks good next to the container port. goes off the edge of the road, huh? Huh. That's funky. Actually, would be kind of cool right there. I'm not going to do that. We keep needing commercial. We keep putting in commercial. We're going to take out the industrial. It's pollutant ace. Clean up the air around here a little bit. It'll take some time, but it'll clean up. Right here, we're going to put in some low density commercial. Oh, we got another Peterson building. That doesn't work there. Yeah, we can't have that. That's not good. Where did I zone that? Oh, yeah, that's not good. We only want one Peterson building. He's special, but he ain't that special. All right. I wonder if there's a chance. Hey, Alex. What if we try to build the American Beauty mill? Oh my gosh, look, this train's full. Look how smooth that curve looks, gang. Yeah. Oh, it's almost full. I'm just trying something out here. I just want to see if this stuff's going to develop. We're still close to the industrial zone, and some of it's still really icky. That said, oh, you know what it is? We're right next to the recycling plants, too. They don't help pollution too much. So, what if we just move them further away? To here. We got to clear the trees out. Move this one over here. And then we clear the trees out of that too. And that pollution will start clearing out. That's not zone. Clear that. This stuff over here is upgrading. That's how you do an industrial district nowadays, folks. Have railroads run down, because this is old school. You have road, then you have buildings, then you have train, you have buildings, you have road, and you have buildings, you have trains, and you have buildings, and you have roads. And the pattern repeats itself. That's right. That's right. You're taking too many cruises. Now this train's full. It's pretty sweet there. Yeah. Now, I don't know what the point of this asset is, but it looks cool, so I think we're going to put it there. And then we're going to put, first I'm going to get rid of the trees. And then we'll see if we can put it's snapping. Alright, that's fine. We'll do it to this as far as I can go. And then I will use oh, what an idiot. You don't have to do that. Back it up. Here, hold on. Let me redo that. Give me that back. You don't have to do that. Let's go. What? No. No, 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 no. 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 Snap the grid. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. Next way to skin a cat. Industrial Road. Let's make life easier. There. Details, people. Details matter. Tracks don't have to be in service. They just gotta be there for looks, like they're used to be in service. All right, this office building hasn't done anything. This stuff is subject to change without further notice, but this will help all this stuff upgrade. Listen to it. Listen to it blowing up now. Listen to it blowing up now. Love that sound. Okay, no power. That's okay. No worries. We're coming to you on a dusty road. Good loving, I got a truckload. There we go. Actually, I was planning on putting one of those right there too. Nice. Oh, the car wash needs people. All right. What is this over here? Is this industry or commercial? I think that's commercial. Oh, no, that's industry. Goodbye. Commercial, you're up. Oh no, the car wash is out of business. Now, really what we could do is, this is forestry zone right here, or a little bit of forestry. Let me see. Yeah, it's kind of forestry. We could set up some forestry industries over here, which would be kind of cool. And then we're going to do one more little thing here. That's not it. That, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Ooh, Azalea's pretty. So this place looks all overgrown and stuff. Right. Couple trees in here. There. Tracks look kind of overgrown. You know what I'm saying? Once that right of way isn't maintained, gang, I mean, it gets overgrown quick. Weeds start, nature has a way. It starts growing up through the rocks and stuff. And see, really, with this parking lot right here, let's go back to this fence. I'm going to try to get this one. I'll turn all this off. I should be able to draw this here. See, the cool part about this is this is part of the old, you can tell there was trains here once stuff. But sometimes you gotta look. Sometimes there wouldn't even be tracks. You know, it might just be a gravel path. That's commercial. That didn't make it. Let's see if these are done. This building isn't making it. We have started cleaning up the pollution over here because of, you know, getting rid of the the heavy industry buildings. We're relocating them. We relocated a couple of the recycling plants. So we have this, our incineration plant. Now, what we may be able to do, actually... Oh, no, we can't. Never mind. I had a thought there, but nope. So now if we go to pollution status, that incineration plant's awful. Ugh. So, there you go. That, gang, is how we do that. Happy Easter. It is Easter Sunday, and I gots to go. Hey! There's Monica. Hey, Monica, guess what? You have a street. We have a street in my city. Lawrence Avenue. All my regular viewers and subscribers are getting street names. So there you are. There's your street. So, hooray. Nickel Plate Street is good to go. Oh, we got to fix Nickel Plate Street where it, the name runs here. There we go. All right. Iron Horse Drive, West Railroad Street. Good show. Man, our city is growing big time. Look at this. We're closing on 7,000 people. When we started the episode, we had, what, 3,500 or so? So we picked up like 3,000 people during this episode. I think our city's looking pretty good. Evansville is looking good. I'm confused. Why are these houses? I think I know the answer to this question. Oh wait, no, that's that way. Huh. Okay. They just didn't build out. They didn't build out the full space. That's kind of dumb. Huh. So these are only 2 tiles deep. They didn't take this 3rd tile. Like here, see how this is just taking this 1 tile? This is stupid. Stupid. The one you like is Dallas Market Hall. We got a DMA building here somewhere. Look at that. That built out nicely. Apartments. We got apartments for you right here. The only thing is we don't have bus service over here, so maybe we need to add that. Have to add in another loop. Although I'm going to try to run it down this street, Gould Street, so it doesn't actually cross the tracks until it gets over here, I suppose. But gang, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it and learned a thing or two about, I don't know, node controller and some of the mods. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Hold it. Ah, traffic's at 76%. Oh, I know what the problem is, and I have a solution for it. Watch this. If there was a problem, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while DJ revolves it. Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something. Grab a hold of me tightly. Flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Aha! This is going to take traffic off of this. We could even use it for the crosstown bus route. The yellow line. We could change up the yellow line, or we could make a new version of the yellow line. Faith Street. This is not Faith Street. This is Nickel Plate. We're trying to change. No. No. Boom. Now look. See how much traffic starting? And that's garbage trucks too. 78%. See? Giving those people another place to go. Now we do have some clusters. We got traffic lights here, things like that. We could turn downtown into a big loop with Railroad Street going westbound and Main Street going eastbound. That is in the cards. We will think over that. But we just picked up 1% or 2% in the traffic department, so that's good. Now, they shouldn't be slowing down here. This is a... here. You go through. So what we're doing is stopping people from crossing the street here because they can cross at Railroad or at Main. And then we're telling the vehicles that they can go through the intersection. That's the, you go through. So don't stop. Ah, hip hop, don't stop. Yeah. So that'll help keep traffic moving in those areas and improve flow as they cross the old Wabash right away. So we got, we got a couple issues here. This here, I think actually isn't as bad as it looks. Oh, wait. Now I see what the problem is. Yeah, this is, gotcha. Let's see if this fixes it. There. Let's put traffic lights all down Main Street. Nice. This I don't like. Let's go here real quick. Bus. Why'd you do that, A-Train? We just moved the bus stop back from the intersection. It just makes it a little move a little smoother when the bus doesn't have to pull out into traffic. I mean, we have that right here, which those two buses just ran into each other because they're right at the corner. We could actually move the yellow bus back. So next time we're probably going to put in a new bus line. Maybe a new yellow line, or we could just move the yellow line stops. You know what I'm saying? Could just move them. Where's the transfer points here? So if we put a stop on the yellow line right here, that's adjacent to the green line and the red line. Blue line does not have a stop in this area. Now it does. I'm kind of liking this idea. What's our ridership on the yellow line? Not much. Oh, yeah. I think this is going to increase it. I think it's going to make the line more efficient if we move it off Main Street and instead put a stop there. And where's the other stop? There's a stop. Put a stop at the train station. Put a stop right there. So now, if you're circling the city on the red line, you share a stop here with the yellow line. So if you need to get to industry, you ride the red line, whatever. You can get off the blue or green line right here on this block. Actually, green and yellow interchange right here. Blue and that means blue and yellow interchange there. And now, if you need to catch a train and you're over here in this residential area, you can jump on the yellow line right over here. That's kind of stupid. There we go. I got that out of that right lane. I didn't like that. Green line, stop. Everybody stops in front of the train station. Yeah. Now the red and the yellow line stop in the train station, and the blue and the green stop across the street from it. Ridership is up on the yellow line. Just saying. All right, cool. So yeah, there we go. Look at our passenger train pulling in here. It's TGV. Yeah, you know me. Here's some Swiss-looking train. Watch all the people come out. They go to their cars. And they pull out right on the street. Because that makes no sense. But that may be my fault. That may be actually where those are aligned to. And that's okay. All right. Yeah, see, this parking lot here is all part of the asset. Is this a 4x4? I want to try something here. It's stupid, but it works. It's not stupid. No, it's not there. It's here. There. Now, the reason I did that is I want to see people. I don't want to see people pull out off the curb into the street. I want to see them pull out onto the drive here. So hopefully that'll fix that. And we will continue to monitor and see what there is that we can do to improve things here in Evansville. Oh, look, a train just magically appeared. Ooh, that's a 100 class Shinkansen. Woohoo! Zoom! Awesome. All right. Big fan. Oh, is this a TGV? That looks like a TGV. Yeah, that's a TGV. That's a French train, a European train, as opposed to Shinkansen, which is Japanese. All right, cool. Well, gang, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure did. We got a lot done. It was fun, and it worked, and awesome. So I have to get up early in the morning because I got to go out and see my parents, and I got to cook. Joy. Yeah. Because it had to be complicated. But that's okay. Happy Easter to everyone. Appreciate you being here. Hope you give us a like, share with your friends, let them know about the channel, let them know about City Skylines, now available on Steam from Paradox Interactive and Colossal Games. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, no, don't just give us a like. Put a comment down in the comments. Not in the chat, but in the comments. Put a smiley face. Put a, hey, thanks A-Train for teaching us something, or say looks great, or hey, will you name a street after me, please? And we'll get that accommodated. But that interaction in the comments section actually helps my channel even more. So your likes are appreciated. The chit-chat's appreciated. I thank you all for being here and sticking around, and I'm glad we were able to get this video in. So I still got to figure out what the hell is actually the problem with the computer, but maybe it's working itself out. I doubt it, but we'll see. So, thanks again. Please like, share, and subscribe. Join us on Discord, link in the description below, and your donations to help support the channel and support me upgrading the equipment are greatly welcome at paypal.me/atraingames. It's paypal.me/atraingames. Thanks for being here, everyone. I hope you have a happy Easter, and I hope you have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth or beyond. I'm A-Train. It's over. And I'm out.